So I want to make this video to talk about how your grade's going to be calculated, basically. This is a really important part of the course to know where your grade comes from. So anyhow, I broke it down into categories here. The first category of which is homework. In this category, there's no excuse to get anything less than 100%. And we're going to talk more about this as we look at my math lab and what it's all about. But basically, for anything that I categorize as homework, there's an opportunity to try again if you get a problem wrong. So if you get a problem wrong, you can try again with different numbers and keep working until you get it right. If you don't know how, you can always ask for help. You can ask me for help. You can go to the LAC or an assistant center and get help. Or you can use NetTutor and get help. There's lots of opportunities to get help. But basically the way this portion of your grade will be calculated will be to take an entire chapter's worth of homework, which the homework is going to consist of the prep assignments and the post-quiz homework. Average all of those scores together for any given chapter, and then multiply by 25. And that's the number of points you get. So if you get 100% of everything, then you can get 25 points for each chapter. We're going to be covering 6 chapters, so that's 150 points that will come from homework. Every day in class, we'll be working on worksheets together. So unless it's a test day. The basic routine for the course is going to be that you're going to do prep assignments at home where you watch videos and get some little practice on problems. Come to class and do a worksheet together in class. And that's going to be done in pairs, but you can get my assistance on it as well, whenever you need it. The whole idea of that is to make sure you learn the material. Then you'll go home, take the quiz, take the post-quiz homework. These worksheets that you do in class, provided you can complete it in the class period, you should get 10 out of 10 on each of these. They're worth 10 points each. And as you complete it, you'll give it to me and I'll grade it. And if it's not at 100%, I'm going to circle which problems are not correct and allow you to fix them. So as long as you and your partner can work together and get them all right by the end of the class, you should be able to get 100% on all of those. There's going to be a total of 21 of them, but I do drop your lowest 2. So if you can't make it to class for any given day or given worksheet, it's not going to kill your grade. I do drop the lowest 2 pretty much for that reason, that life happens. You're an adult. You can decide when you need to take a day off of class. And so you'll have 190 points available through worksheets. And then, of course, we'll have exams. So at the end of every chapter, we'll have an exam with 100 points. And there's 6 of them. That's 600 points total towards your final grade. You'll know as you read through here. A couple important things, that different tests will have no calculator portions, and I'll make that very clear before each exam what type of material will be on each. Every exam, you're going to get an exam prep sheet that will walk you through exactly what types of questions will be on the test, whether calculators are allowed, and things of that nature. When I test you, my goal isn't to surprise you. My goal is not to see who's the smartest person in class. My goal is to say, did you learn what I taught? And so I don't want to surprise you. I'm just going to provide you with what types of questions you expect to know how to solve, and then we're going to ask those types of questions. They'll be very similar to your homework type questions too. Same level of difficulty, same wording, etc. Now, the next item towards your grade, the last normal item, is the final exam. It's going to be worth 2.5 tests. This is going to be a huge portion of your grade. So I want you to learn it by the end is kind of the idea here. So the whole class keeps on kind of going circular for you, that you start off with a prep assignment, then you do a little bit harder, then you do the quiz, then you do the post-quiz. You're going to keep on doing practice and practice and practice to make sure you eventually get it. And by the final exam will be 250 points. Now, I do offer some extra credit. There's a couple small pieces of extra credit, like the scavenger hunt thing. There's going to be one worksheet that has some particularly difficult problems. We're going to do all the standard questions, and I'll offer you some extra credit questions. So a few little things, but the main way to get extra credit is through personalized homework. It's a way that I try to give you extra credit for studying for the exam. So before every exam, we'll be taking a practice exam. The practice exam will be the same types of questions that I plan on asking on the actual exam. And then based on how you do on that practice exam, you'll be given a personalized homework. And if you complete that personalized homework, it's going to be worth 6 points of extra credit for each one of these exams. It needs to be completed before you come to class for the actual exam, though. When it gets a little bit closer to that the first exam, we'll talk a little more about it. But that's the main way to get extra credit. There's also one for the final exam that's worth 12 points. It's worth double points. There's also, if you maintain an organized binder throughout the semester, then at the end of the semester there'll be extra credit points available for that. Now, that's something I expect you to bring with you every day, so I expect to be able to see it every day and see it maintained and organized, and that way, if you need to refer back to an old chapter or an old lesson, it's there to have your notes with you every day in an organized fashion.